Peace to the family, peace to you and yours, brother Red Pill representing Know the Ledge. I'm here in Waterbury, Connecticut at the end of the Facts Initiative lecture or presentation. I'm here with the God.
Haru Ongshuel from the HOK. Yeah, you already know.
HOKCT,
Yes.
one of our newest add-ons, one of our newest brothers, one of our newest, you know what I'm saying, part of the Pantheon. So he is here to turn it up. He's here to turn them cameras on. He's here to put these events together. You know what I mean? He's here to wave that red, black, and green flag so the family knows what it is and wake our people up and uplift fallen humanity. You know what I'm saying? So that's it's a powerful position right there.
Yeah, it is, man. I salute to the rest of the HOK and everything that we doing. I want to shout out first and foremost Brother Sankofa, man, for crowning me official representative of the House of Consciousness in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do.
Major key. So, you got any questions?
Got two questions lined up.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, my first question is, for the people who don't know, who is Red Pill? What is his contribution to the Black Empowerment movement throughout the struggle?
Brother Red Pill is one half of the twin pillars. Blue Pill being my twin brother. You know what I mean? We represent a platform that goes by the name of Know the Ledge. Health, wealth, knowledge, and self is what we stand on. Food, art, clothing, technology, and shelter is what we're here to build. We've been doing this for 10 years, you know what I mean? Very instrumental behind the camera, in front of the camera, on the side of the camera. We created a brand, Know the Ledge TV, in '08 on YouTube. Then we went on Blog Talk Radio with Know the Ledge Radio. Then we jumped back on YouTube by representing different brands, House of Consciousness, HOK, Baba TV, UGR, Black Magic 363, also Forbes DVD, and I've also been on Titans TV. So, you know, we represent the information, the pills, just like the Matrix. I'm here to wake the family up. I'm here to give them pills, open up their eyes, let them know about the reality that exists around them, but also not only their past, but also their present and their future. Very important. A lot of people don't deal with futurism. A lot of people don't deal with visionary. A lot of people don't deal with projecting what it is that we want to come to a reality. So that's what we're here to do. And when you take people saying the Matrix, oh, you got to make a choice of the red or the blue. But what we're doing is we're popping both of the pills, red and blue, and make purple. You know what I mean? So it's a different experience.
It's HOKCT right there.
Yeah. So we deal with fashion, we deal with media, we deal with education, we deal with health and wellness. So we wear many hats. I'm a reporter one day I'm an interviewee, the other day I'm being interviewed, the other day I'm reporting, then I'm a radio. I'm like Peter Parker or Clark Kent. Real talk, that shit funny, but Sinetta is the old man from the Daily Bugle, the Daily Planet. You know what I mean? And then at night we do our superhero thing. We do music, you know what I mean? Entertainment, you know, forms of, I call it edutrainment. You know, you educate and you entertain and you train at the same time. So it's like being a part of the hip hop generation, whatever tools, we do fashion also. So whatever tools that we could use, we incorporate that into our assault. So we hit from different angles. Our younger brother, KT, the Arch degrees, a master scientist, a herbologist, a healer, Mama Pill, a healer, one of the first persons to heal AIDS on this planet with Dr. Sebi. So, you know, I'm just representing a lineage, you know what I mean? Just a lineage.
And that's perfect, man. That's a perfect segue right there. Because leading to the next question. Who is Dr. Sabi? And what is his contribution to the human family? And what is your connection to Dr.
Dr. Sebi is a legend, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi is a griot. Dr. Sebi was a healer. Dr. Sebi was a progenitor of the conscious community. Dr. Sebi was the first celebrity, you know, healer. Okay, he went to Cali, you know what I'm saying, and popped it off. He was with Michael Jackson. You don't get any higher than that. You know what I mean? Dr. Sebi was hopping out of ranges and land. You know what I mean? He was doing all of that. Dr. Sebi was the first person I seen pull out a mitten of 5 racks, healing his people. Going back to, I made an argument about poverty consciousness, that we applaud the drug dealer for hopping out the Phantom and look down on a conscious person hopping out of a ghost, as if you're healing your people from AIDS, you can't drive in a spaceship. Or if you're moving at Moringa, like it's that work, you know, you can't look good. You know what I mean? And he taught me, you know, fuck the bullshit. You know what I mean? Be about your business, be about building. He said the women are the healers and the men are the builders. Put your hands in the dirt and build something. You dig what I'm saying? So that was my first master teacher. I got my lessons at 5. You know what I mean? I got my seeds planted, and I went through life knowing that, I belong to a group of people that cured AIDS. You know what I mean? And I didn't really use that as a chip, but I used that as the guiding power or the guiding force to help push me in a direction where I knew all things are possible. You feel me? All things are possible. So he's the stepfather. He was also a mentor or a teacher. You know what I mean? He was a friend. He was a critic because he had a lot to say about what it is that me and my brother were doing throughout the years. You know, his main thing was, don't get caught in the fantasy, get caught in, be a part of the reality, don't romanticize consciousness, do things that are applicable. So if he saw me venturing into something that he thought was too romantic, he would say something. You know what I mean? He would say something. So he was about real time change, not, yo, wait till we die, or wait till the ancestors come back, or wait till we finish building the pyramid. He wasn't with all of that. He was like, F that. I'm in my 80s. And one of the great things about Sabi is that he woke up later in his later stages, meaning that we are living in, different phases of our life, different stages of our life. So he represented his mastery stage. He woke up around 40 when they say life begins. And then he started his thing. So a lot of us see Sabi and we thought that this elder was going to live to 200 because he's timeless, because the ancestors come and they're timeless. They don't have an age. They just have solar cycles. But his energy was timeless because it was connected to that one that is timeless. You know what I mean? He was so familiar to us because we've seen this before in many of our reincarnations. So everything that he needed to do, he did it. That's why he left. You don't need to do much. You don't have to say, we be waiting for all of this miracle stuff, going back to that pseudo-Christian mind that we have. We waiting for these Christ-like figures to defy reality and the laws and whatnot. He's like, fuck that. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I've done the work. I made my mark. You know what I mean? I lived 2 lives because he was a merchant seaman. He was in a nation, but he was fat. He was blind. He was impotent. He had diabetes. He had all of these things. And he showed you that he could be a legend at 40 and become. Remember, our job here is to immortalize ourselves so we don't have to come back, meaning that Tupac taught you that, thug immortal. Don't just be no regular nigga when you're here. You're not here for that. Immortalize yourself. Some people got their shit carved on a mountain, but some people live in the hearts and the minds of the people, and they don't got to come back because once you immortalize yourself, you've mission accomplished. You become one of them stars out there. So that's who he is. He's one of those stars out there. You know what I mean? And he showed me firsthand experience that it's all about the Ma'at, because Sabi wasn't an angel, and he'll tell you that. You know what I mean? He was very controversial. He talked crazy shit about everybody. You know what I mean? He was throwing everyone under the bus. But, it's just what's his nature. He was a bushman from Africa. So he didn't come with the rules that he wasn't domesticated. He was like a lion around cats. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't take that. So he made his own rules. He carved his own lane. You know what I mean? He built his own empire. He had a proverbial house made out of glass. His house in Honduras is made out of glass. So he was living in the glass house.
Wow. Man, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
So that leads into my next question. It's crazy you brought up, all the people that was training you and helping you along the way, your journey. So the next question is, who are some of the elders that enlightened you?
Dr. Sabi, Baba Samaj, he knew us when we was in the stomach. Dr. Phil Valentine, who became one of my master teachers when I got into metaphysics and helped save my life, okay, because I was spiraling. Mama Pill, who's my mother, my first teacher. Delbert Blair, Hakeem Bey, C. Freeman L., Taj Tariq Bey, Sister Rosmariah Bey, Sinetta. I've learned many things from him, and all of the pantheon that he's attached to, the Black Power, Amos Wilson, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Remember, we had a radio show where we had 700 episodes, all right? And every single episode had a guest. So I learned from everybody. Everybody was my teacher. So I never considered myself a master teacher. I was always in class. I was always learning. I was always humbling myself. I was always a master student. So I'm still learning to this day. My son is my teacher. My daughter is my teacher. Like, life is a teacher. So that's what that is.
I appreciate you, brother, for coming through and doing this interview. Last question. How can the people get in touch with you?
Yeah.
The information, where you be at?
Yeah. Well, I'm in Harlem, across the street from the Apollo, you know, on the weekends. I've been there for years. You know, we vend. And besides vending, you know, we do our videos, we have our conversations, we push the narrative, you know what I mean? And we're changing the world by doing that. So obviously that pays off. And, you know, I'm online real heavy, red pill, blue pill, or Know the Ledge. I'm Googleable. You could Google me. And KTL Empowerment at Gmail. You can find me at KTL Empowerment Gmail. You can hit me on the hip, 347-650-0150. You know, if it's about business, you know what I mean? If it's about that bit, if it's, look, disclaimer, if it's about business, you know what I mean? And building, like booking the God and business and building and stuff like that, we could chop it up. I don't do conspiracy theories, so I don't have much to talk about. I don't belong to any organization. I belong to my own platform, so I can't speak about nothing. I could point you in directions. I could be a liaison. I'm cool with that. We could do the liaison thing, but you know, just respectfully. You know, Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. to about 11 a.m. Nah, about 10 a.m. to about 7, 8, because my shit went off at 2:30 the other night, and I was like, family. Unless you got that bag, unless you securing the bag, unless you just cut a check for me or something, let's not do this. All right, but definitely that's where I'm at. All right, we're gonna have the platform. It's gonna be a membership platform by the name of knowtheledge.com or knowtheledgemedia.com, and factsinitiative.com will also be our membership site that is being built as we speak, coming soon. Stay tuned. Love and light to the family. Peace and black power. Salute.